Welcome to AI in 8 Minutes, your daily AI update. Today, we're talking about a quiet but absolutely massive breakthrough from Google that's about to give your personal computer a huge AI upgrade, and it's completely free. It's a technology called TurboQuant, and believe me, it is a total game changer for running powerful AI right on your own machine.
So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with the big problem that's been holding back AI on our PCs, and we'll pinpoint the specific memory hog that's causing all the trouble. Then we'll dive into Google's super clever solution, TurboQuant, see what awesome new superpowers it unlocks for you, and wrap up with why this is such a big deal, especially right now.
All right, first up, let's talk about local AI's biggest hurdle, what I like to call the memory wall. It's this fundamental barrier that's really been holding back AI performance on the computers we all use every single day. So you might have already tried running some AI models on your own machine, but have you ever noticed they feel kind of limited, especially when you compare them to cloud-based giants like ChatGPT? Why can't they handle those bigger tasks or remember longer conversations?
Well, the answer really lies in something called the context window. The easiest way to think about this is like the AI's short-term memory. It holds everything the model needs to think about for its next answer. Your chat history, any documents you've uploaded, your instructions. The bigger this memory, the smarter the AI feels. But it's this exact memory that creates a huge bottleneck on our personal computers.
So what exactly is eating up all that precious short-term memory? Let's get a little technical and pinpoint the culprit. We're talking about a real memory hog known as the KV cache, and it's the main reason your local AI can sometimes feel, well, pretty forgetful. It's called the KV cache. Now I know that sounds super complicated, but it's really not. Just think of it as the active, running history of your conversation with the AI. It's what helps the model remember what you've already talked about so it can give you answers that actually make sense.
But here's the huge problem. This whole process is a memory killer. Look, here's how it goes down. First, the AI model itself loads into your computer's RAM. Then, as you start chatting, that KV cache just grows and grows with every single message. And before you know it, bam, the cache has eaten up every last bit of available memory.
And you can see why this is a massive issue on the computers most of us actually own, right? Whether it's a gaming PC with an 8GB graphics card or a laptop with 16 gigs of memory, once you load the AI model itself, there's just very little room left for that KV cache to grow. And that is what's been severely limiting what you can do. But what if you could store way more information without needing a single extra gigabyte of RAM? This is where it gets exciting. Welcome to Google's solution, TurboQuant. We're talking more memory with zero new hardware.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't some small, incremental improvement. Timothy Karabat, who founded the popular local AI platform Anything LLM, calls it revolutionary. He says this is going to change how local models work and how we use them. And you know what? He's absolutely right.
So here it is, the core of the breakthrough. TurboQuant allows an AI model to fit up to, get this, 6 times more information. That's 6 times more tokens into the exact same amount of memory. It's just a massive leap in efficiency. This chart really just says it all. That big bar on the left, that's the memory you'd normally need for a task. And that little bar on the right, that's the same exact task using TurboQuant. The memory footprint is 4 times smaller. That is an incredible saving, and you're using the exact same hardware. Okay, so what does all this efficiency stuff actually mean for you? It means you're about to get some new superpowers. We're talking about a jump from an 8K to a 32K context window. So, what does this actually look like in practice? Well, if you were stuck with an 8,000 token context window on your computer before, you can now easily jump all the way up to 32,000, and the difference is just staggering. Before, trying to summarize a long podcast was a total non-starter. Now, it's easy. Seriously, this jump to a 32K context unlocks a whole new class of tasks. All of a sudden, you can summarize a 3-hour podcast transcript right on your laptop. You can feed it long, dense company reports to analyze. You can run complex multi-step jobs, and you can have much, much longer, more coherent conversations without the AI completely losing track of what you're talking about.
And you know, this breakthrough really couldn't have come at a better time. And that brings us to our final section, why this matters so much right now. And it really all comes down to the economics of AI. If you've even thought about upgrading your PC recently, you know this story all too well. The price of essential parts, especially the fast RAM you need for this stuff, has just skyrocketed.
It makes getting powerful new hardware more and more expensive, and honestly, out of reach for a lot of people.
And this brings us to the bottom line, the absolute best part of all of this. TurboQuant means the computer you're using right now just got a huge AI upgrade, completely free. You don't need to go out and buy a new graphics card or more RAM. Your current hardware is suddenly way more capable for serious AI tasks than it was just a week ago.
What this technology really does is it democratizes powerful AI. It takes it out of these exclusive, expensive cloud data centers and puts it directly into your hands. It makes the computer you already own more valuable and way more powerful. So, really, the only question left is, now that your computer is a local AI powerhouse, what are you going to do with it?